Well, basically, begin to treat food as if it were a drug. What do I mean by this? Be taken at the right dosage at the right time. Because the food we eat at every meal, as ubiquitous as it is composed of what are called macronutrients. Now, what are macronutrients? Simply carbohydrates, protein, and fat. And frankly, nothing is more boring than talking about carbohydrates, protein, and fat, unless you're a dietitian. Then these are the greatest things in the world. However, the real power of nutrition does not lie in talking about micronutrients. It really lies in understanding the hormonal responses that these micronutrients generate. And this is the powerful aspect of food, because hormones are hundreds of times more powerful than any drug. This means the food you eat may be the most powerful drug you'll ever ingest. And unfortunately, the door can swing both ways. Food can be your greatest hormonal ally, or food can be your greatest hormonal enemy. And the basic rules that govern which way food goes haven't changed in 40 million years, and they probably won't change tomorrow. Now let's look at this from a cartoon-like figure. These are the three hormones which are directly affected every time you put food into your mouth. The first hormone is called insulin. This is the hormone stimulated by the amount of carbohydrate that you consume. Insulin is basically a storage hormone. It tells the body to store incoming calories and don't let them out. And that's why it's excess insulin that makes you fat and keeps you fat. On the other hand, the hormone glucagon, stimulated by the amount of protein you consume, is like a mobilization hormone. It tells the body to release stored energy, primarily from the liver, to maintain blood sugar levels so you aren't hungry between meals and you maintain peak mental acuity. And finally, the hormones known as eicosanoids, the hormones that control inflammation, they do a lot more. In fact, these hormones were the first hormones ever developed by living organisms 500 million years ago, which means they were the first hormones on the face of the earth. And as a result, every other hormone in your body is either under direct or indirect control of these eicosanoids. These three hormones are changing every time you eat. And your goal is to keep them in a therapeutic zone, just like a drug, that's not too high, but not too low. And the more successful you are, the longer you live, and if you're an athlete, the better you perform.